Hey everyone, welcome back to Race Report. This is part 2 of our F1 75 reveal episode. Keep watching if you want to take a look closer up at the liveries, race suits, and helmets for the 2025 F1 season. Let's get diving into those now. All right, running through the car liveries. These are going to be in constructor's order, top to bottom. The McLaren.
I mean, the exact same thing. Like, it was good. Waiting for you to be great. I'm going to give it a solid 7. 7 out of 10. It's my ranking.
I like it. It's fine. I think the main difference, there's like a little bit of like blue in it up by the like halo. Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. And then other than that, I'm over it. The Ferrari.
Terrible. The worst one. I absolutely hate it.
Really?
I hate it.
I
besides the dark red, it's a 3 out of 10. Like,
too many logos.
I'll give it a 4. Okay, I'll give it a 4. I hate the white. Why did they do that?
See, I don't mind the white. I hate the HP logos.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep hating the HP logos.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to get over the fact of the HP logos, but I'm like, if you have to have those blue logos on there, then make the whole car red. I like the deeper red. Just make the entire car red. Why is there this random white? It breaks it up. It doesn't look good. I am not enjoying it.
I think I can tolerate the like white stripe on the like engine cover. I don't like the white on the rear wing.
And on the like front wing.
Yeah, and on the front wing. It's just not cute. And it feels unnecessary.
Yeah. This honestly is my least favorite car.
I feel like we're getting to a point with Ferrari where it's like the amount of logos and stickers has gone, I believe, too far.
Yeah. Like, why do we need this many HP logos? I'm not going to buy an HP printer. Like, I'm going to buy another brand in spite of the HP logo because it pisses me off so much.
It's excessive. I forget. I think we counted them last year. We're like, there are like 10 of them on the car.
Yeah.
Alone.
Ridiculousness.
But I guess HP gets what they want and Ferrari gets some money from it, but whatever.
Yeah.
The Red Bull, once again, I see you're nothing and I raise you nothing. It looks the same as it always does. I feel like it's kind of unfair that they made them show up when their car is identical.
Yeah. It's like we knew what they were going to give. Yeah, it's the same. It's like, you've got a formula that works. We know you're going to do the same thing every year. 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Participation award given. This, basically the same, except for the silver arrows on the back. And I was kind of bored by it.
I feel like they need to choose, like silver or black. We're having an identity crisis still. They're trying to do both.
We're doing silver and black and the, like, I would love to see the car in that like green, blue, teal, the whole car.
That would be a cool one-off.
Like, I mean, we've had this conversation last year. Give me colorful cars.
Well, I'm just glad that there's a lot less carbon fiber than last year, because we've actually got some paint.
Everyone last year with the carbon fiber.
But yeah, I think like the Petronas green as like a one-off would be very cool. But I'm like, okay, at this point, like Lewis is not there. Like the whole black car was like Lewis with all the championship. I think we need to stick with the silver arrows, do the silver car, like let it, like, I mean, the silver car is so cool. Like, I don't like how just it is the silver. I would rather than bring the whole silver car back. But again, like mid, I'll give it a 6.
Mercedes was just completely not memorable.
Yeah.
Like, the drivers weren't memorable. Kimi, I don't think spoke, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, the best part was the joke that Jack made about, like, Toto having to change his eyeballs for wets because Lewis was with Ferrari. Yeah. And, like, other than that, especially, too, they did, like, a heritage montage kind of thing as well and didn't recognize Lewis in it at all.
Yeah, that was
which is
interesting.
Crazy to do.
Interesting choice.
And they keep talking about George as like the lead driver, and I'm like, I don't want to hear any more about it.
Yeah.
Like, Um,
Mm-hmm.
we, I loved Aston Martin's delivery. I loved the performance. I loved the theatrics. I really don't. I've seen a lot of people say that this was their favorite, and I just
Why?
don't know that I feel the same. There's a lot more
They,
black on it, and I
yeah.
don't love this green. It's not the same green.
At least it's not as dark as I thought it was going to be based off that Instagram video. That Instagram video
Yeah.
made it look like a lot more of the green. I hate how they added the black. The best that the Aston Martin car has ever looked was the year where it was just all British racing green. And the fact that
Hmm.
each year they're trying to like be different and like add more to it, it just makes it worse. Like same with Ferrari. The Ferrari needs to just be red and the Aston Martin needs to just be green. But I do like the neon green accents
Yes.
that they've added this year, and they've added it like more on like they've kind of had it, but they've added it more in their team kit stuff. They've added it more in the
Yes.
car, like the number being like the bright green, and like Lance Stroll's helmet has that bright green number and his logo on it. I think that looks good, like the contrast.
Yeah.
But
I think maybe for me, the issue I'm having with this green specifically is like maybe the like sheen of it. It just doesn't feel dynamic. Like I feel like when I look at it, it feels very like flat
yeah, it
and not like
definitely looks like more of a
shapely.
flat paint than they've had in the
Yeah.
past.
Well, maybe it was lighter. Maybe they'll do better this year. We'll see Max there in like 2027 or 2028 or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it was just like meh,
You
unmemorable,
were
but not
good. I
terrible.
wanted you to be great,
Yeah,
you know?
very much that.
But again, granted, their performance 100% makes up for it.
Yeah, definitely.
They are in my good egg zone.
I feel like my
I love her.
opinion. Okay, so I feel like my opinion on this is going to be really controversial because I don't like it. Okay, I'll break it down. I'll break it down for you. Okay, I like that we have the metallic Alpine blue back. Like that to
Yes.
me looks great. The blue paint color. And I like that we have pink back in the car. I don't really like the pink placement. Like it just doesn't
Interesting.
flow into the design. It almost looks like when you like do like the fill option on like paint, like Microsoft Paint, it's like
Right, they
fill
use
in
filled
the
shapes
BWT logo, fill in the front wing, fill in the halo. Like it, I wish it flowed better with
from the
the
halo
design.
straight back. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wish there was more of like I don't know. It just looks very like
I
people
see what you
wanted pink.
mean.
Here's pink, but I love
I
the
think
blue.
simply enough if they had just from the pink on the halo done the like what is it called? Not the engine cover, but the airbox. It's the airbox.
Yes.
If the airbox had been pink and then that pink down into the Alpine on like the bottom corner and then out to the wing, like almost like a stripe straight over it would have been
Yeah,
perfect. I
I think
also don't really understand what those like are those animals on the back of it? On the airbox cover?
it's a logo from a brand.
It looks like a dog. I don't know. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it either needed to be a stripe or just like a way of just like ombre blending the pink into blue instead of like, ooh, let me
Hmm.
just fill in shapes. I don't love the pink Alpine logo on the back. That just seems really randomly placed as well.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people just saw that and like, oh my gosh, it's colorful and there's pink, love it. And then I really liked it at
Right.
first, and then I looked at it more and I was like, actually, not really particularly a fan.
As someone who's been really disappointed by all of the pink teasers we've gotten over the years, seeing this come out and seeing like, oh, there is a large quantity of pink on her, I think satisfied a need that I had. Is it my
Yes.
favorite? By all means, no. But do I love her a little bit? Yes. Do I love Alpine's pink and blue coloring? Yes. Do I love them? I don't think so, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like, I want to love their team and like rep their team, but I'm like, I don't know that I want to be caught dead in Alpine merch.
When they drop Jack Doohan and sign Franco Colapinto, I will be buying all the Alpine merch. Don't you worry. I will come on the pod that week fully kitted out.
The Haas was fine.
Yeah, it was their colors. The only thing, I mean, you can't really see it in the picture. I just wish that they had done on the side. I wish there was more red in the big Haas lettering. But I like how it was very much Haas and not like other sponsors. Like the MoneyGram's kind of small and like it's very. I like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like the black and white, but that's very them. I like the red, black, and white.
Mm-hmm.
I think it works, but again, it's just very like, okay, this is good, but like you didn't wow me, but like similar to last year, but it works.
You could have done worse. Yeah.
Yeah, like I like it.
I think I just always see their car and it to me just like looks so much more like go-karty than any of the other teams.
Yeah.
I don't have an explanation for why, but like I have no hard feelings about it. I have no like big feelings about it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It just is.
This
is
the best thing I've ever seen.
The best one. It's so good.
It's so good. The little like Red Bulls like that get smaller and smaller like going into it.
The
incredible.
Bull on the airbox, amazing. Love her. The bull on the front, like the nose leading up to the front wing. And then getting all of the little bulls coming out from the rear of the car is so good on crisp, beautiful white paint.
The white. Like, I don't get why more teams don't just do white. Like, in IndyCar, they have a lot of white base liveries, and they always look so good. Like, McLaren, Aero McLaren, Rossi's car last year was like a white base. One of my favorite cars. And is this just a copy of something Red Bull's done before as one-off liveries? Yes, but I like how it's their permanent livery.
Right. Because, like, literally, like they said, like, our goal is for, like, it to be fun and interesting and, like, visually appealing. I could spend probably hours looking at this car and, like, noticing different little intricacies. And because of the way that they did, we're going to do the white, everything pops off of it better. Like,
and like
the Red Bull on the rear wing stands out so much better.
And like all the branding stickers work with it. Like the Visa, like that's the Visa blue is kind of like the Red Bull blue anyway. So it just like is very cohesive.
And especially too for a team whose name is literally like Visa Cash App buy one get one free sponsor. The sponsors on this don't distract me nearly as much as half of the other teams.
Yeah, it's very well like placed on the car.
Because we're getting an actual like visual design with the bulls.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved getting to see like Yuki and Isaac reacting to it. I think they loved it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good car. It looks good.
Yeah. This is
and
like
it's
a 10
recognizable. Like Red Bull is a dominant car, but I think for a lower tier team like VCarb, this was a great way for them to like differentiate themselves from the rest of the low grid placing cars and make people be like, what is that one?
Yeah. Be like, oh, this
one's
interesting.
And if we don't get cute VCarb merch with little tiny bulls all over it, think about like a baseball hat that's just the little bulls.
And it's like embroidered.
Yeah.
So good. Or even just like a sweatshirt that has that like little bull embroidered all over it. So like from a distance it looks like polka dots. So good.
Or you get the like big bull in the center and then like down the like arms are the little bulls would be super cute.
That would be really cool. Like kind of like a big one here moment that hire us, maybe like, merch. We're ready.
Hire us. I'm so employable.
Literally.
Yeah, really love that. Yuki Tsunoda's my goat. I love him. I will continue to love him. But, and I've said this too, I think the suits are good, the car is good. I like at least one of the drivers. I don't know Isaac enough to make a judgment.
Yeah.
The only thing that I need for them to do, like the only last step, I need you guys to give us some kind of good merch. I'm starved for it. I want it.
Because I would
like to give you my money.
Yeah.
I want a Yuki Tsunoda hat that isn't hideous. Please and thank you.
please.
That's it. End of sob story.
Williams, I like it. It's just like very, again, like, okay, like nothing crazy, but it works. I like how when you, I mean, again, this picture's from the side, but when you look at it from the front, it looks like the whole car is going to be dark blue. And we look from it from the side, it's light blue. It blends really well. I like how all the logos are like white. It fits the placement. The Duracell sponsorship literally is the most iconic thing right now. Like, it's so good. Whoever came up with that, genius. And Pringles I like how the whole car, yeah, I like how the whole car is blue. Like, there's not carbon on it. I don't know. I think it does it's just pretty. Like, it's not like incredible, but it's like, this is a really good car. I like it. Like, I wouldn't really change much about it.
The gradient that they did with the blue is amazing. This photo is not like an up close, so it doesn't unfortunately show like the depth or the detailing in the blue, but when you saw the like little clips they post on Instagram, the detail in that paint job is so good. It has like dimension to it. It's visually appealing. It's attractive. I think the sponsors could have maybe been placed a little bit better because they're all like horizontal names and they're just kind of like tick, 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 tick around the car.
Yeah.
Which I don't love. If we don't get a Golf special livery this year, I will riot because I always love the Golf like blue and orange together.
Best. Yeah.
The blue is amazing with them. It always looks good. I know we weren't like super keen on the suits. I like the white suits. I don't necessarily like these years more than last year. I think the white suits against the dark blue car is a great contrast.
I like the contrast for sure. I'm very happy that they have more money because they have Atlassian sponsoring them now.
Dude, the only thing I
feel
can't
like that's
get
gonna
over
make
is
a big difference.
Everyone who keeps photoshopping it so it just says ass.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to bother me all year. Like, look, that car, ass.
But, you know, at least they have some good programs now that they can run because they've got Atlassian, so, and they've got money. So that's exciting for them. They don't have to use their Excel spreadsheet anymore. Why does it look like they just stopped making the car halfway through?
They ran out of paint.
Literally,
they ran out of green.
Like, I love the lack of sponsors on there. Like that, I like how it just says steak. I mean, I don't like steak as a brand, but like I like how it just has that on the side and like nothing else.
Yeah.
But I do like, again, the only thing I really like about this is like from the front, which is I guess the view that you're gonna see most on track, it's just green. And I really like that. Yeah. But why are the wheel covers in the back just black? The front, it has like the poker chip, which I love. Like they did it last year. Like I love that detail, but they don't have it on all four tires. It's just in the front. And so that makes it even look more like, oh, we just stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it could have been blended better. Yeah, that's what really bothered me. Like I feel like there could have been some green on the back. Like it could have blended better somehow.
Or you still could have done like a poker chip with white.
Yeah, if you wanted the black to be
taillights.
Yeah, like if you want it to not have green on the back, then just do the black and white and keep it with the poker chip. Like I really dislike how they're not all poker chips. That's actually the thing that has like
you know what
really
they should have done
about it.
On the back where there's all of this black, little poker chip decals. Because it's not very sponsor heavy, you totally could fill that space and then have
that be what blends the green to the black,
right?
Like where
just like
then you get these chips. Little oh, that'd be so good. But they didn't. Again, they didn't ask us, and it would have been better if they did, but they didn't. So you know,
and it's not going to matter next year anyway, because then they'll be Audi.
Yeah, they're going to be Audi, and they're going to be like red and black anyways. So you know,
which
I'm enjoying the bright colors.
Red and black car. I'm over it. Before we move on, top 3 liveries. I think I know mine. I'm gonna go V-carb number 1.
Yeah.
My number 2 is going to be Ferrari. And then my number 3 is going to be the Alpine.
I think my favorite was obviously B-Carb. Incredible.
Yes.
Number 2, I mean, no one else stood out to me besides V-Carb. Number 2, I'm just gonna go with Williams because it was classic. It was blue, all blue. I liked the blending. It was just very clean to me, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
And then number 3, I'm like thinking back through.
The Aston?
No, I wish they had more green. Like that really ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Merc?
either like Merc or McLaren. Like they didn't change much, but it was good to begin with.
Yeah. That's fair. I think it's funny how like 2 of my favorite liveries are 2 of your least favorite. What can I say?
I feel like I'm definitely in the minority about that though. But I hate these. I hated them last year. I hate them this year. I'll let you say what you want to say.
I didn't love them last year either. I really was hoping we were going to get to stray away from this. I hate the diagonal. I hated it last year. I hate it this year. I tolerate it because I love these 2 more than anything in the world. I don't know if you saw Tony Cohen-Brown wrote a really awesome piece, and she actually got to sit down with MasterCard, which is one of McLaren's biggest sponsors. And they actually have the MasterCard logo like on the center of their backs, on the back of the suits. And the whole reason MasterCard picked that spot and that little tiny thing was because of the concept of what they call priceless moments. And if you think about it, when Lando's diving into the team, like the crowd, or hugging people, or like holding up the trophy from behind, that logo is on like perfect display of a priceless moment. It was like brilliant, genius. I love it.
Such good marketing.
Such good marketing, and so thoughtful that it's not like, I don't want the biggest logo in the center, in the middle, in your face. It's, I'm going to pick this intentionally so that it aligns with, we're aligning your brand with ours.
Yes.
And I respect that. At this point, like, I would literally rather them be in a full papaya suit.
Yeah. Like, it cuts them off, it makes them look like they have weird proportions. It's not flattering. Hate.
Yeah. Hate. Give me an all-black race suit. No more It's the diagonal that has to go.
Yeah, if it was so unflattering. It cuts them off and it makes them look stumpy.
It would be so good. Like, instead of it going straight across, if it came down at the center and then back up, cool. Yeah. Love it. Would
so much better.
But this, bad.
Teletubbies. Hate.
It's the HP look. Okay. Why does it have 2? It doesn't need
and
2.
Why the placement of like their names in the white block, like that doesn't look good either.
No. Yeah, I tolerate it. It's not even a like it, love it, hate it. It's a I tolerate it. I don't hate it. Like, I think they could have done a lot worse. I'm glad we've gotten rid of like so much Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
I like sticking more to the like red and white theme.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's all I have.
I like the uniforms. I don't like the picture.
Liam Lawson looks so dumb.
I do like the red stripe down the side. I mean, it's just classic Red Bull. Like, I like them. I don't love them, but I like them. I like the white fireproof.
I actually love the white fireproofs, especially on Max. I really liked their like team kit stuff this year, where it's that like thicker Red Bull like band across the middle. It reminded me.
It's like
more
playing
of, like,
against
cigarette pack kind of.
It's thing. Like using what is down the leg, but on the front of a shirt,
right?
Which I like.
I liked that a lot. But other than that, like, it looks pretty similar to last year's.
Yeah.
These, I hate these.
I don't like hate it because it could be a lot worse, but like I'm not liking it actively. I like the three stripes on the shoulder, but I don't.
I hate like it on the ankle.
I don't like. It cuts them off.
Splotches.
Yeah, it doesn't flow. It like cuts them off. It's really harsh, but I do like the 3 stripe on the shoulder.
On the shoulder,
it's giving, like I like the
military.
Adidas. They're like boots. I like how the boots are Adidas with the 3 stripes. That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, meh.
Yeah, the ankle stripes kill it for me. It's just not cute. If they were gonna do that, then they should have done the 3 stripes all the way down from like
Yeah.
torso to leg. That I think would have been more flattering. And you could have also done the 3 stripes in that like Petronus green.
I really like these, to be honest.
I
I
also really
really
like these. I think they're a great improvement from. Do you know the race suit I'm talking about when I say the one that made it look like they peed their pants?
yes. Yeah.
Because it had the like darker inner lining
Yeah.
and it was
I like
not
how this is
cute.
all one color. I really like the neon details. I like how
Mm-hmm.
Fernando's boots are the neon.
Mm-hmm. And we get the Aston Martin up the leg.
Yes. This I like. This might be one of my
Yeah.
favorites, to be honest.
I'm just confused as to how this was the best photo of Lance they could find to publish.
Because he gave them
It
one
wasn't a
picture and
red
said, I'm
flag.
done.
It wasn't a red flag, that's why.
He was like, I'm here for my 5 minutes that I have to be here, and this is what you get. We're not taking anymore. These are so heinously terrible.
Jail. Immediate jail sentence.
They look so bad.
I want to talk to whoever thought that buzz cuts were gonna be like a thing. Pierre Gasly looks like Curious George, like the monkey.
What is up
Because
with
it
the
makes
shoulders that are like
the
flaring
shoulder
out?
pads.
Why do they have shoulder
Yeah.
pads? Why are they wearing pink t-shirts? Like they're ill-fitting too. It like makes Pierre look like he has a beer
Yeah.
gut and he doesn't. The number, the giant like PG-10 or whatever right by their crotches, who came up with that? It's like, oh, let's just draw attention to your crotch. Don't
I think
love that aspect.
there's also not a lot of black on the car, which is why, like, why are we using so much black in this? Do, like, honestly, like a pink top moment. I would have loved to see that, like, Alpine blue used in the rest of the suit.
Yeah,
Like,
there's literally no
fade the
blue on this.
pink into that blue from the top and to the bottom. I just don't. Yeah, the buzz
Hate.
cuts are bad and the suits are bad. These I hated. These I liked.
Yes, these I really liked. These I really like. I really like how Esteban's helmet goes with it, and it just like all
Mm-hmm.
flows so well. Yeah, I like because I didn't really like their ones last year because it kind of like cut them off. And
Yeah.
this I like how it's
I
all black. It has the hints of
really
red. I like how the
the
stripe goes
big
all the
Haas
way down the
logo.
side. Yeah, you know that their team is
Like
Haas and not
this
their
is
sponsor.
Haas. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
cute, it's
like
simple, it's
all the
black,
red
white, and red.
detailing.
It's almost not really, it's not the car inverted because the car does have a lot of black on it, but it's almost like you get more white on the car, you get more black in the suit, which
Yeah,
perfect. Love
no
her.
notes. This is also
No
like in my
notes.
top couple. I really like
Ollie
it.
Behrman is my favorite Haas driver.
Well, yeah, it's not hard to be. Not hard to claim that title.
And at the top of the pyramid for the second time in a row this week,
So good. They ate with this, honestly. The green
V
like
Carb,
piping detail to tie in the Cash App logo.
literally, what
So
is
good.
it?
The white with the
Slayed the house
blue.
down boots.
Houston, I'm deceased. 10 out of
Yuki
10.
looks amazing. Isaac looks adorable, and I feel like I'm gonna really start to like him this season,
The
which is
shortest
great.
pairing,
The
team pairing.
shorties, Short King season.
Yeah. And then we have the Tall Kings with the Haas team.
And like, V-Carb marketing team, you deserve a raise. You have been working your butts off.
I'm like a V-Carb stan now, and the season hasn't started.
They're my like underrated favorite. Like, I don't think everyone rates them high enough, and I love them so much every single year. Like, I get it, it's because I'm obsessed with Yuki, but like, I loved that team before it was V-Carb, when Pierre was on it, when Albon was on it, and then Yuki and Daniel and all of that. Like, yes, no notes.
So good.
Give me more of it. Ass. It's all I can see is the meme now where they Photoshop out the beginning and end and it just says ass. And Carlos has this serious face on.
They're just like meh.
They're just not as good as last year's. I do like the
Yeah.
gulf on both shoulders.
Yeah. I do like
But I
that. Like I
also
like again how the stripe goes all the way down the suit. Because
mhm.
half these teams like to cut off proportions. But that I like that. But other than that, it's just like, okay, cool.
I don't like how their like names are placed on it either. That weird like yellow bit.
Yeah, that just seems very random,
Cheap.
but
Yeah. And I think too, I struggle with the sponsors, like seeing my protein written across someone's chest, I just think is really cringe. But I love Alex and Carlos. I guess now they're Carbon or Carbono, which
yeah.
I think Williams really just like forcibly shoved their ship name down our throat, and it's weird and too much. Let it happen naturally, guys. Come on.
This might be the worst thing to like ever come out. Who does that? Like honestly, I have this has been pissing me off since these came out. This might be the worst race suit I've ever seen in my entire life. And there is a guy in NASCAR this year whose race suit is a cowboy outfit complete with a fake belt. And that looks good in comparison to this. Who
It's
decided that
bad.
yes, we're gonna have giant neon green at our neck? Like that neck collar piece seems so thick and it's just nothing on it and it's
It
neon
looks
green.
insane on Gabrielle. Like,
The giant
why?
number again right by your crotch.
And
Like,
then with the stake S below it, it's just like
yeah, why are we
weird
doing
next to each
this?
other
And then the giant name down their other leg.
with their name right above it
Yeah,
on the like
terrible.
belt segment. It doesn't,
It's like we got to
it's
make sure
unnecessary.
we know who these people are. Like, yeah, it's awful.
The honestly, the best part about this entire suit is like on the like bottom corner where there's kind of that like little bit of green like striping or webbing coming out, and it's like, why
Yeah,
couldn't we have had that all over it?
yeah, that's the only good part, and that's it.
Everything else is bad. It's
I mean,
blob
this helmet,
era.
it's so
I love
good,
it.
but it's the same. But he didn't need to change it
Yeah,
because it was iconic.
right. It's like
So
we loved it so much that I think too, like at the end of the season, I was like, I don't want Lando's helmet to go away. Like, I love it. So I'm glad that it's back again. I really loved the way that it was revealed and the Blob merch collection.
yeah, I love the fleece and
Beautiful.
everything. So good.
That sold out immediately, and I was so bummed about it.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Weirdly enough, everything has stayed at McLaren this year. The suits, the car, the Blob helmet, and Lando's mullet. And like, what
Yeah.
what more could a girl want?
I mean, I don't really have much to say. Like, it looks good,
Yeah, Oscar's helmet was
but
cute. It's just, I think Oscar doesn't really care what his helmet looks like. So,
no. Okay, I did like Charles's. I like
yeah.
but it's like his classic helmet. It looks good. I think his new logo is strange, but
I don't get the
alas.
new logo because like the logo by itself isn't the CL16, it's just the weird like L and the 1.
And it looks exactly like the Polestar logo.
It looks like the Polestar logo. It looks like Liam Lawson. It's too similar to like Lance Stroll or LN4. Like,
His one was good to begin with. I don't know why he changed it, but
yeah,
again,
it was just
didn't ask
not
me.
needed. I don't know. Lewis's helmet, though,
So good. Like the
so
yellow,
good.
incredible. Because he always used to
Do
have the
you
yellow, brought it back. There's all the
also
lore.
see the side of the helmet, the stars, 3 stars, 3 stars,
Mm-hmm.
1 star, 7 championships?
Yep. So good.
So cute.
I love his
And I
logo, like how
think
it on the top with the
it's
44.
so good. Yeah. And I
No
like to
notes.
like Ferrari departed a little bit from having the Ronald McDonald, but this like tied in the Ferrari yellow in like a really
Mm-hmm.
classy way. And like, yeah, everything just looks good on him. The man is a god. You and I are going to be absolutely feral this year.
I'm gonna be the most insufferable person of all time.
Alive. Yeah.
Get ready. I mean, this is like a classic
Okay.
Max helmet.
I really love this one. I know that it's still
Always
similar.
I always like a bit of white. I love the lion logo on
The
top.
lion.
Like,
Yeah.
no notes. He kind of ate with
It's
this.
so good. And the photos, okay, this is my one thing though. I'm not convinced that the person like in the closed helmet photos is Max.
Yeah,
I
I
bet
wouldn't
you
be
it's someone else.
surprised if it's not Matt.
But the photos for this, the house, down boots, so good. It's just, it looks badass and I love it. Underrated, or like not underrated,
Yeah.
but like pleasantly surprised by Liam Lawson's helmet. I really like the pink.
I like the pink. I like the fern for New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, it's just a helmet to me. I don't even think we need to talk about George's helmet. It basically looks the same.
Yeah.
Kimmy's,
It's
if
like
it will
giving
load.
very Captain America.
I know. I feel like it's
It's
supposed to be
giving
giving
so
Italy,
America.
but it's
It's
not.
giving
Because like there
so
is the
It's
green
red,
and the
white,
red
and
at the
blue with
bottom.
stars. That's like what I'm seeing.
Right. But then at the bottom, like where the
There's
like
like a tiny
jawline
little
is,
Italian flag accent.
and it also just feels very disconnected from like the Mercedes brand too.
Yeah, like
So I
it's
just like
and I like it, but
it's
like
his
it
first
doesn't
helmet.
fit.
Fernando's helmet. Beautiful.
Like
It's
it's
just
like the
good.
helmet he's had forever, and it's good, and there's no reason to change it
Why?
because it's
Right.
always
If it
been
ain't
good.
broke, don't fix it. Please.
I really like
There
the
we go.
bear.
I love the bear. The bear
Very
logo.
cool. Yeah, so cool. I like how it has like the
Max has the
OB
one.
is hidden in the side. I really like that. I think it's good. I mean, he's playing off
The
his
colors are
name.
fun.
Colors are fun, bright, stands out. I think he did a good job.
Yeah, he like the team that he has behind him running his branding stuff is doing a good job.
Hmm.
Esteban's we talked about a little bit earlier. I'm really glad that the stupid Wolverine, or not Wolverine, Deadpool helmet is gone.
Yeah.
I would
I
have been
just,
fine if that had been like a one-off helmet, like a special helmet, but the fact that he had it for like the whole season.
yeah. No, I really like how it has a lot of red because like the car and the suits have less red, and so I like how the helmet's very red forward, but he's very cohesive. I love a cohesion moment. That's
Yes.
why we don't have a picture of Lance Strolls, but like Lance Strolls is literally the green of the car and it's
Yeah.
of the suit, and it's just so cohesive. And like while I love like Lando's helmet that stands out, I also just love when everything just matches.
Goes
So I think
together.
it's really good.
I like one little detail that I really like in this helmet is on the side of it where there's that black stripe that comes down. It perfectly hits the Haas logo to follow the line of the H back out and down into the
Mm-hmm.
black stripe. And it's
Yeah.
like when they talk about art and like art pieces, like one of the most important elements of art is like the way that your eye moves through the piece. And this just has that. Like I know
Yeah.
my eye is supposed to follow a specific path and it does.
I like how the top of it's the Eiffel Tower. And that's kind of
Yeah.
like, but it's like hidden in the design where it's not obvious. I like how the side, it's like just his number giant
Mhm.
on the side. It just works really well. I'm like a very big fan of it.
And then I love Yuki's helmets. I
Yeah.
always do. I
It's got the
really love what
Japanese maple
he has
leaf.
going with the leaves. And I know he has his own like separate brand where he does merch with the like maple leaves on it. Yuki, I need you to one, drop more things, two, restock, please and thank you, because I want it. I want to buy it. And if you're not going to do it, then I'm going to make it myself.
Literally. So good. I
Because
really like it.
if the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls merch is ugly, then like I would like to be able to buy something that is very clearly like Yuki Tsunoda merch, and the like leaves are the perfect way to do. Give me a baseball hat with the leaf print and then the logo in the middle,
Yeah. That'd be
and then
really
I'll
good.
tolerate the logo. Because that's the thing that ruins it for me most of the time is that Visa RB logo on the front is so bulky that it looks crazy on a hat. Isaac's, I don't really care about.
Yeah, it's just like cool.
It's just a helmet. It's just green. Carlos's.
Oh, so good. The way he was like, he
So
incorporated
good.
the like red and yellow so well
His
into
heritage.
the blue. The contrast, like it works. And it eats.
The colors weirdly pair so well together. Like, I would not have thought like blue and red and yellow would make sense. But like, this is awesome. We get the 55 the right way. I'm still mad that the hats have that fugly 55
I'm so
on
upset
them.
about that. So upset. Because I wanted to buy a hat so badly, and now I don't want one.
Yeah. It's just, why can't we give us crumbs? But yes, he did really well with this. I actually really like this. This is my favorite helmet he's done.
Yeah, it is really good.
At least for like a full season helmet.
Mm-hmm.
One of my other top helmets is, without a doubt, Alex Albon's.
Yeah, his is always good. Like I love the little pink.
Great. The color is so fun. Like, Alex Albon, you are that girl. I think the thing that I love in his helmet from last year and the one from this year is I really love the like his personal logo, the like A23 is just like really cute to me.
Yeah.
It's fun. I like it. It feels very him because he is so like lighthearted and warm and kind. In terms of helmets, what are your faves?
I think my top, well, like in no particular order, my top 3 are like Lewis, Carlos, and Lando, I think, are my favorites.
Okay. I would say either Lewis, Carlos, Lando. Again, like no particular order. I want to add like a fourth, an Albon. Like,
yeah,
helmets that I love without a doubt: Lewis, Carlos, Albon, Lando. I love the blobs. I love the neon green. Am I gonna look good in it? No. Am I gonna do it anyway?
But yes. I like it. Yeah.
Right. I think it's fun. I think it's very fresh and it's very his personality. I think those helmets too are a great embodiment of the person wearing them.
Yes, they're very on brand. That's why I like them more.
Thank you, as always, for tuning in to listen to another episode of Race Report. We hope you really enjoyed this one. I know we had a great time recording it for you guys. Stay tuned because we'll be back soon for F1 preseason testing, more NASCAR, more IndyCar ahead, and all things racing. But in the meantime, love you guys. Bye!